How's been the adjustment? How's the adjustment been to med school with time commitment required? Do you feel the drinking water from the fire hydrant analogy? Absolutely. That was one of the first realizations I had, and I literally smiled when I felt that feeling because when I was in the first week, you feel it right away. There's no like warm up. There's no kind of like syllabus week. Our syllabus week was orientation, where we just sat through a bunch of lectures of them telling us about the school, what to expect. And then literally the first day out, you feel it, like the fire hydrant analogy, the 80-page slides and, all the notes and all the things. It's important. That's why I said it's important. In the way that my curriculum is structured, it's kind of like a week. If you successfully complete the week and you complete every day and you overcome every day and you successfully win in that week, with the quizzes and the different affirmations that you can get, it's very easy to use that as a snowball effect into the block exams that are at the end of every 4 or 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. So that's what I've been really trying to do. Yes, it's definitely drinking water out of the fire hydrant, but eventually, I guess, for the sake of the analogy, you're able to take in more. You're able to build kind of that stamina over time. It's definitely hard though, because even on Sundays, like even on the weekends, I'm thinking like, oh, I have to go through another week of this constant work every single day, and it definitely does get exhausting. But that's why, like Joel asked, what do I do for self-care? I think it's even more important to have that balance, on the weekends or even during the week, things that you could do. And the good thing also about having things online though is a lot of the lectures are pre-recorded, and a lot of the stuff is, kind of segmented in a certain way. So you could really take advantage if you want to go hard in the weekend, bust out. Like that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to take care of 2 lectures that I have on Monday. So I really only have 1 lecture on Monday. Then I have to do an anatomy dissection, a virtual anatomy dissection. So instead of having 3 hours worth of class I would have to do, plus the 3 hours with anatomy dissection, I'm only going to have 1 hour worth of class. And then I'll have my 3 hours with anatomy dissection, but I could use my other time to do certain things that I want to do to get ahead of the schedule. So those are some things that you can do to really adjust and make drinking out of that fire hydrant a little bit more bearable. So what do I do for self-care? So I mentioned before, I like to exercise a couple of times a week. Me and my girlfriend will do like at-home workouts. I think the gyms in Philadelphia are open, but I don't know if I'm ready to risk it yet. And my school's gym is actually closed, I think, for the year. So I just like to exercise for fun, just kind of keep me balanced. I played basketball yesterday. I actually played basketball the week before that. So just doing things like that. It's really hard right now, and that's really the hardest part. I don't really know my classmates because we all have to be social distance. I know my case-based learning group because we see each other in person, social distance, twice a week. So I know about 9 people in my class, but the fact is I don't really know anybody, so it's hard to socialize. There's some people that do more socializing than I do so far, but I talked to a lot of people, and we just don't really know our class like that because we weren't able to have our traditional orientation where we can meet and really get to know everybody. So that's been like really the hardest part about doing quarantine and social distance medical school. You don't really get to know your class that well. But for me personally, I just like to, play sports, work out, do YouTube. These are all the things that I like to do kind of like for self-care. I'll listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm trying to get into listening to more audiobooks. Maybe I'll get into riding bikes around the city. One of my CBL group, case-based learning group members was telling me about how he has a bunch of bike trails and a bunch of different bike routes throughout the city. So I might hop on that too, but my bike is not ideal for long distance biking. What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for watching. If you're new and this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, my name is Terence and I'm currently a first-year medical student in Philadelphia. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and share with somebody that may need it. My goal is always to grow the channel and help others that may need it. So if you know somebody that may need this type of video, be sure to share it. If you're interested in hopping in on one of my live streams, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you know when I go live and get your questions answered live. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to subscribe and let's get it.